Savior of Lumios, baby! Savior of Lumios. Heck yeah! Is this appropriate? Welcome back to Legends ZA.
I found something while I was sorting through AZ's stuff. Is that a letter? What does the L mean?
Could it be his will?
I think so. Here, I'll read it out. To Team MZ, my dear friends. If you're reading this letter, then it would seem my time has finally come to an end. I leave you these instructions and final wishes. First, do with Hotel Z as you see fit. It's yours. If keeping it running would place a burden on your young lives, you may sell it. I ask only that you continue to look after Floette and all those who live in Lumios City. I have been blessed to see the people of the city grow closer to all their new Pokemon neighbors. It is as you young ones once said, a joining of X and Y axes that were never expected to meet. May you all bring about a true evolution in the relationship between Pokemon and humankind. I have lived so very, very long and seen so many go before me, but thanks to you all, I know I will now go to meet my own ending with a smile on my face. I thank you from the bottom of this old heart. Signed, AZ. Oh, AZ.
When we left him on the roof, the day the tower went berserk, he must have already been prepared for his end.
Yeah, I think so. So, what will we do about the hotel? We probably don't need to worry about it turning into a thriving business, right? AZ did tell us he saw it more as his own final residence than anything.
He did, yes, but keeping a building like this in good repair won't be cheap.
Should we ask Vinny for help? I bet Quasartico would lend a hand. I wouldn't want to use our ZA Royale wish on this. I don't think it's what we worked so hard for. Vinny, what's up?
You were promised one wish to be granted if you achieved rank A. It's time we took care of that. Please join us on the south side of Centrico Plaza.
Understood. See you at Centrico Plaza.
We'll be waiting for you at Centrico Plaza.
Guys, let's go to Centrico Plaza. Guess you've got until you reach Centrico Plaza, son of a... to figure out what you wanted to ask for.
I'll figure it out. I suspect everyone's quite curious to see what our 2 A-rank trainers will request.
You're probably right, but there's no point getting nervous about it. Let's head to Centrico Plaza.
Oh, right, I forgot I was doing this bit.
My dear Team MZ! Why are you here?
We simply had to find out what both of you A-rank trainers would wish for.
The bottom line is this. I would love nothing more than the opportunity to battle all of you again.
Then why not just ask us to battle like trainers normally do?
I am so glad you asked. My dream is to help every resident of Lumios become the best trainers they can be.
And my dream is to make the citizens of Lumios strong so that we can get rid of wild zones.
Oh dear. I would never have expected to share a dream with someone like you. Nevertheless, I certainly would not object if you felt inclined to ask on my behalf for a tournament that is open to every trainer in Lumios. As for the name, how about something like Le Sublime Ultra Tournoi de Jacinthe? At that point, would you even call it a tournament? Oh, whatever. Vinny's waiting. Let's go.
Had enough of your nonsense, Jacinthe. So this is the episode where we're going to take care of the rest of the side quests and also visit the last Wild Zone. Wild Zone 20. You'll notice there. Hey, the starters are there. A couple of them are, anyway. And, yeah, we'll be able to run into a few of them. But, yeah, it's going to be primarily the side quests. For now, though, let's go ahead and warp to Centrico Plaza and talk to Vinny.
Thank you so much for taking the time to meet with us today, children. First of all, I offer my most sincere apologies to Team MZ regarding the Prism Tower affair. It should have been up to Quasartico Inc. to resolve the situation, yet it fell to you to rescue Lumios' residents, human and Pokemon alike. We owe you all a great debt. Really, it wasn't that much. And the Prism Tower thing was no one's fault. It's not like you could have just told the whole city something was up. It would have caused a panic. It's just such a shame that AZ's attempt to protect Lumios went so wrong. But we managed to right it, with the help of all those tough trainers whattageek had battled.
Anyway, I think we would have tried to help out no matter what. We love Lumios, after all.
It does my heart good to hear that you all feel this way. With that said, Vinny?
Yes, ma'am. As you know, reaching rank A in the ZA Royale earns you the right to have one wish granted, as long as that wish is within the capability of Quasartico Inc. to grant, of course. I wish for Krillin to be revived. What do you mean you can't?
What about the person you've been searching for, Tawny? You could get help looking for them. That's a personal thing, I guess. I can just find them myself. I wish this big feels like it should go towards something that would help everyone. Ooh, I know. We could combine your 2 wishes. I bet that'd get us something really cool.
They're the ones with the wishes, you know. I wish for more wishes.
In that case, what do you say, whattageek?
I want Kecleon to show up. We've already made Centrical Plaza into our new Wild Zone 20, allowing Pokemon to settle there. I'm afraid adding even more into the city at the point would be problematic. Well, I guess they're gonna have to battle Pokemon together. That seems like one promising way to make the city as joyful as it can be.
Jasant and the others sure seemed hype about that idea. I fully support more Pokemon battles. Should we ask for the ZA Royale to continue then?
I see. What an interesting turn of events. That's my other name.
What, is there a problem?
No, rather AZ had approached me as well to ask if the ZA Royale could be continued even after its original purpose had been served. Perhaps he, better than any other, understood the value of engaging in Pokemon battles, after such a long life spent watching others. Well, we got our wish, which was foisted on us, kinda. If you will give me but a moment. Attention, ZA Royale Operations Team. This is your green light to push the update to the app as discussed. As you'll see when you next check your app, you should now be registered to take part in the Infinite ZA Royale.
Hooray! So now we can do the same thing where we build up points for a challenger's ticket, and then we can go challenge somebody for a reward match. And then that resets your points back to 0.
I'll inform the other ZA Royale participants about the update and our plans for this competition. Let me see, I suppose we might as well begin at once. We'll kick it off this very night.
You work fast as always, Vinny.
So AZ wished for this to happen too.
I wonder if there really are things you can only understand through Pokemon battles. We'll find out what those things are through the ZA Royale. I hope you're all ready. Starting now, we're rivals. It seems a marvelous future awaits us. As much as we work to improve the city itself, its people and its Pokemon are what truly matter most. I hope the competition sparked by the ZA Royale will continue breathing new life into Lumiose City. Alright, let's go do whatever we need to prepare. The Infinite ZA Royale awaits.
And this mission will take a long time. Hey, by the way, there's a new side mission waiting for you atop Hotel Z. Head to the Hotel Z rooftop. That's how we start the DLC. We won't be doing that immediately, but we will be doing it next episode. Like I said before, we're going to be cleaning up side quests. I'm pretty sure we just added a couple of them, too. But first of all, before anything else, let's look at this new Wild Zone. So, we got Wild Dragalge over here. Wild Malamar off in the distance there. Hippowdon. Got a few items lying around, obviously, so we'll be picking those up. Oh, random Seed of Mastery, sure, why not? I mean, to keep throwing these weak balls. Lucario, for all you Lucario fans out there. A couple of Aggron in the construction area, I guess. And you might have seen that. We got an Alpha Go-Goat and an Alpha Furfuru out off in the center here. This center of underneath Prism Tower will always have 2 random Alpha Pokemon from the Pokedex show up. And if you want to reset them, you could use like bench resets, you could walk far enough away for them to despawn. Whatever you want to do. And it's a good way of grinding out Pokemon, whether they're shiny or if you're just missing them from the Pokedex or what have you. It's kind of neat. Anyway, I pissed off the Go-Goat. I do need one for the not the Pokedex per se, but for a side quest. So I'm gonna try to catch it in the meanwhile. Something tells me I'm not gonna catch it anytime soon, but let me get the repeat balls ready. Oh, I wasn't expecting it to be mad at Metacham already, dang. Face me. Ow, that really hurt. Okay. Will that work? Oh yeah. Alright, now we can finish off that one side quest from earlier. Got wild Scrafties. Let me just... Yep. And you noticed, I pointed out rather, that there are wild starters in this zone. Sometimes you'll see them wandering around either this zone, like this grassy part, or the rugged part over there, I think. And if they're Totodile or Squirtle, maybe in the water just over there. But Bulbasaur and Chikorita can spawn out here, that's for sure. And I know Tepig and Charmander can be off in the rugged area. Yep, there's Charmander. Yep. And there's Tepig. So, you don't need to trade with other people to be able to get the starters, which is nice. I do kind of wish that it was like Legends Arceus, where you can get literally every Pokemon on your own if you really wanted to. But, unfortunately, you do have to trade for some of the Pokemon in the decks in this game. A female Tepig. A rarer Tepig. Getting the ball. Alright. And I think that's just about it. I could continue to fill out my Pokedex or what have you, but I think I'm good. We're gonna warp on over to the Centrico Pokemon Center. And now it's side quest time. First order of business, I'm gonna turn in this extra large Go-Goat quest. It's the most recent one I caught. Here we go. Big. Ah, it's gargantuan. Way bigger than I'd ever imagined. With a butte like this helping us out, we'd be able to carry bigger packages, no problem. Looking forward to working with you, Go-Goat. Oh, don't you worry, my little helpers. I haven't forgotten about you. Your experience with the Go-Goat shuttle taught you everything there is to know about Lumiose. I'll be counting on you to share your know-how with the newbie here, okay? I believe in you. I think there's another side quest just down here. Why, hello. Would you be open to assisting a master perfumer in her quest? Oh, another one of these. I make my delightful fragrances using the scents produced by Spritzy. You see, the aroma of each Spritzy can differ in tantalizing ways based on the diet they consume. I'd like to see how a berry-forward diet will affect the aroma of my Spritzy here. Ideally, I'd like to try feeding Spritzy 20 cherry berries, 5 tomato berries, and 5 oka berries. But surely you see my conundrum. I can't spend too long wandering the city streets. The competing odors that waft about would ruin my nose, making me insensible to good smells. So I'd like to ask you to please get the berries in my stead. It would be wonderful if you collected berries around town for me. You could even buy them. I'm not particularly fussy about how you do it. Just get me 20 cherry, 5 tomato, and 5 oka. Wonder how many I actually have of those. 11 cherry, 8 tomato, and 1 oka. Cool. We can go to various stalls, specifically these fruit stalls, I think. And we can buy some of the ones we need, but this might take a while because it doesn't... You can't buy them in bulk, which I don't like that part. And you can't check how many you have. So this isn't like a traditional storefront for some reason. And it's kind of annoying. Not a big fan at all. I also haven't been keeping track. I think I'm at 16. Do a few more. Oops. I'll buy 1 individual berry. Also, I'll buy 1 individual berry. Also, I'll buy 1 individual berry. Can you imagine how annoying that would be in an actual, like, market stall? You don't buy in bulk, you just buy a bunch of individual berries in multiple purchases. Like, come on now. Alright, we got the judge feature now. If you click in the right stick, you can see what your IVs on your Pokemon look like. That's unfortunate that Metacham's stats are pretty garbage. Glow's got some pretty good stats there, except for the special attack. And because it's an alpha, Stalk also gets a lot of good stats. How many cherries are we up to? Well past the 20 we needed. Now for Tomato and Oka. I don't remember exactly where we can purchase more of those. I recall the Rouge District having some shops around for, like, some stalls. Was it Rouge or was it... I'll have to do a little bit of exploring, but I can figure it out. Yeah, it was around here that I recall needing to go. I already have a sword, looks okay. Do you have what I'm looking for? Got Oka berries, here we go. But there are a lot of stalls for these minor purchases in this little alleyway, which is nice. I think that's as many Oka that as I need. Wasn't it 5 Tomato and 5 Oka? Or was it 10 of each? If it's 10 of each, then I'm boned, but we can figure that out. We can also use this opportunity for mints. So if you're looking for specific mints to change your Pokemon's nature, or rather what stats are boosted and which ones are reduced, you can give them to any of these flower stalls, and they'd be able to offer you some different mints. So I can take a Modest Mint and a second one for my 2 special attackers. Let's see. Do you have attack mints? No, these are defense mints. Serious Mint is a neutral nature one, so that could be nice too. Are you attack? You are attack. Give me an Adamant. 2. One for Excadrill, one for Metacham. And now all we're missing are the speed ones, though I don't think this particular location has any speed mints. No problem, though. Okay, I need to go back to... over here. Having this many berries will allow for a rich complexity in the aroma Spritzy produces. And since all these berries have a spicy flavor, this new perfume should have quite the kick. What is it, Spritzy? Is something bothering you? I can't imagine what. Don't tell me this is too many berries for you. Don't you want to explore all the wondrous aromas your body can produce? I personally don't. Myself? Me? I see. Yes, I understand you perfectly, my friend. We just need to find a way for you to eat all these berries without getting overwhelmed. You know, Lumios used to have a famous juice shop. If I can find a former employee of that shop, they should be able to whip these cherry berries into a tasty red juice for Spritzy. Another nod to Gen 6. Thanks to you, I now know what I need to create a whole flurry of new fragrances. So take a little something from me in return. Some sprigs of Modest Mint and an experience candy. Great. I spent money on 2 Modest Mints already. Now I get 3 more. Great. Before we leave the area, I'm going to stop in at Zone 14 here. First off, to get it registered in my map. Second off, to catch a couple of Pokemon. Didn't have Aeron before, don't have Lairon. I do have a Molga. You can also find Onix and Drillbur in these little dig spots. Oh yeah! But these guys are pretty aggressive. Look at them go. Gotcha, guys. Additionally, I've mentioned it before, but you can find Helioptile here during the sunlight hours of the day. Got it. And I have shiny hunted here with for Helioptile. It was kind of annoying, but I got it eventually. And yeah, wild Excadrills can show up here too. That's about all I really care to show off right now. And I didn't catch Onix, but no big deal. I haven't been up there yet. Let's go have a look. Alright, Wild Zone 18, and hey, would you look at that? Giant Alpha Salamence. Have at you! And then let's just Blizzard anyway, because it probably wasn't gonna catch, and it didn't, in fact. Yeah, sure, yell at me. No big deal if that doesn't catch. It did anyway. But we also have Bagon over here. Hiya. So we can catch the Alpha Salamence, but we can't catch Bagon? That'll be a... Yep, that's a shame, but whatever. Over this way is an Alpha Lopunny. Where is... There she is. Alpha Lopunny. This one's always Alpha, too, just like the Salamence. Come and get me before night falls, I dare you. Good job. Hit me. Breathe, oh no. I could have been doing much more to stop this from occurring. I just thought it'd be funny for it to turn to night. But yeah, battle zones are activated, and I mentioned way early on that there are sometimes multiple battle zones, and that's where the Infinite Zero Royale comes in. There are 3 battle zones active at once at any given night time, so... yeah, that's something. Yeah. Fair enough. Go get her. Him, go get him. Don't you bounce. And get in the Pokeball. Okay, we can leave the zone briefly to come up onto the scaffolding, and we can climb all the way up to the additional entrance just up here, which is where we can find Swablu, Altaria, and Fennekin. So if you're looking for a secondary Fennekin, also Noibat and Noivern apparently at night. If you're looking for Fennekin, it's just on that rooftop over there. I have no real reason to stick around here, though, so on to the next thing. I can tell just by looking at you that you're a strong Pokemon trainer. To defeat a trainer like you, it's necessary to go all in on a single strategy. So I'll be attacking you with my favorite of all Pokemon types, the Bug type. Being dedicated to a single thing you love forces you to be creative and to overcome its weaknesses, and that creativity leads to true strength. You should battle me and see for yourself. I do like bug-only runs, so I respect it. Just to warn you, I'll be using Mega Evolution to draw out the potential of my beloved bugs. Well, thanks for the warning. Badrill. That would have been very dangerous had had it been a ground-type Pokemon using it, but we're good. That would have been dangerous had it been higher leveled and faster than me, but... That would have been dangerous had it not been Ariados using it. That would have been dangerous had it been a Scizor instead of a Scyther. The guy! One of my other favorite Mega Evolutions. Anyway, that would have been a shame that would have been dangerous had it been higher leveled. I lost even after I sent out my Mega Pinsir. Why wasn't my love for bug types enough? Good work out there, team. Especially Pinsir. Great job with that Mega Evolution. Seems like more and more trainers are using Mega Evolution lately, huh? I've heard rumors, though they're just rumors, mind you, that some shady character taught Quasartico how to make Mega Rings. Apparently that person's name is AZ. Wow! Boy, what an interesting rumor. That's my other name.
The story goes that this AZ person traveled all the way to some far-off region called Hoenn. There, he researched the origins of Mega Evolution to satisfy his own curiosity. It seems he shared his research with Quasartico, but what does he hope to achieve? I guess I've got no complaints as long as I can Mega Evolve my beloved Pokemon. We should all just appreciate this precious gift that we have. On the note of Quasartico, I decided to come on over here. And we've got Alolan Raichu, just surfing here. Alola. I'm with Charge, the committee to highlight Alolan Raichu and generate excitement. Our goal is to increase the popularity and population of Alolan Raichu. Well, I say our goal, but I'm the only member of the committee for now. In any case, are you familiar with regional forms? Maybe, maybe not. Either way, here's the scoop. You know how some Pokemon's looks can be influenced by the region they live in, right? Well, in Alola, even the Pikachu we all know and love evolved into a different form of Raichu. Rather than me explaining the differences, why not try comparing the two yourself? And I know just how you should do it. Let's have a Pokemon battle between your Raichu and my Alolan Raichu. You mean that Raichu just behind you, in frame? Once you're ready to test your Raichu against my Alolan Raichu, just come and let me know. I'll be doing that a little bit later. But also, while we're here, even though we have this check-in for reward matches waypoint, that's not really what I'm here for. I wanted to see about exchanging some Mega Shards for the Pyrorite. And hopefully boost Roar's battle capabilities, because she's been pretty bad, honestly, for most of the game. Let's go ahead and find that and give to Pokemon. Excellent. This is terrible! My Whirlipede is out of control, it's whirling all over the place! Oh, look at it whirl. We might run into someone or their Pokemon, they could get hurt! Please, I need you to battle my Whirlipede and end its rolling rampage! Get back here! Rolling around at the speed of Whirlipede. Got places to go, gotta bowl into people. There goes! Meow, meow. I've got an acquaintance that has been through this roll and dance before. What if I go overkill? Yep, female Pyroar looks the same as male Pyroar when Mega evolved. No biggie. Thank goodness, it finally stopped. What were you thinking letting your Whirlipede run wild through the city like that? Oh no, she looks upset. I'm with the Fist of Justice, a group dedicated to getting rid of wild zones so that Pokemon and people can truly coexist in Lumiose. Letting your Whirlipede run amok like that, it's gonna make people think Pokemon are scary. Are you trying to make the Fist of Justice look bad or something? No, not at all. Whirlipede just suddenly started rolling and zoomed off. I didn't mean to make anyone look bad, I swear. Whether you meant to or not, it makes trouble for us when Pokemon act dangerously out in public. I think the Fist of Justice needs to help teach you a lesson. Teach me a lesson? Okay, but I'd rather not do anything painful or scary. First off, you need to learn everything you can about your Pokemon. Whirlipede are surprisingly aggressive. They don't hesitate to smash into things at high speed. Pokemon will obey you as long as you have a high enough Royale rank, but if that's not the case, you should train with the Fist of Justice so that you're able to stop Whirlipede on your own. Our rates are very reasonable. Have I made myself clear? Yes, understood! I like a girl that can kick my ass. Wait, does that mean I'll be training on an Eevor? That Eevor? That sounds just as painful and scary as being mowed down by my Whirlipede. Get used to it, bub. Freezing moves are powerful. Your Pokemon will be at my mercy when they are frozen solid. That's because frozen Pokemon can't do a thing in battle. Ahem. Could you tell I was doing an impression of my favorite trainer? She uses Ice-type Pokemon, so I do too. How about it then? Wanna have a chilling battle against my Ice-types? I think that's a Lorelei quote? If being chilled to the bone sounds like your thing, let me know. It's either Lorelei or Glacia, I don't remember which. It's time for another iconic quote from my favorite trainer. Ahem. Are you ready?
Sounds more like a Lorelei thing. She was a little bit more demented than Glacia was. Let's rock. Judge? Guilty. Go get her.
How dare you? You're better than I thought. Go on ahead. Maybe I'm going a bit overboard with the quotes. Anyway, you're real strong. A little tip from me, don't worry too much if your Pokemon get frozen. They'll thaw on their own. Or you can always use Flame Wheel, Steam Eruption, or Flare Blitz to melt the ice if your Pokemon knows one of those moves. Oh, you know, the most common move, Steam Eruption. You know, it's so strange and incredible that there's a place like this in Lumiose. It's like an ice field. Now that there are more wild Pokemon around the city, we can enjoy all sorts of new things. Speaking of which, I can't wait to go enjoy an ice-cold Granito with my ice-type Pokemon.
I was expecting her to give me an Esper Berry, but you know what? I'll take those instead.
Well, if it ain't that kid from Team MZ, you got a bit of reputation in the Rest Syndicate. I hear you're pretty strong. Battle me, will ya? Don't have to be right now. I can wait till you're good and ready.
She's very patient.
Come talk to me once you're in the mood for a battle, MZ Grunt.
Sure thing, Rust Syndicate Grunt.
Then buckle up, my will is hard as steel, you hear?
I'm in trouble. Whew! Good thing it walked into the melting flame. Good thing it walked into the melting flame. Have at you! Man, it must be really hard to use a Mawile because it takes a second to actually flip itself around before going to attack you. I'm sorry for anyone who's tried to use a Mawile and that one little quirk about its behavior screwed you over.
You know, you're alright. Most folks wouldn't waste time humoring me. Guess I owe you something interesting since I lost the battle. Let me tell you a little secret. Steel can't be poisoned. See, that's true even for people. Word is that back when he was young, our very own Philippe was awed by an even younger man, Corbeau. The thing about Corbeau is that he's charismatic, charming, and just downright intoxicating. Charisma stat through the roof. And that's rad, but it can work against him too. So Philippe looks to Skarmory as a reminder. It helps him keep a level head and stops him from just blindly following Corbeau. None of this is high-stakes intel, mind you, but I like talking about it anyway. It's because our second-in-command has such a solid head on his shoulders that grunts like us can sleep easy. Here, take this. Thanks for the battle and for listening to me prattle on.
Yep, there's the metal coat.
If Corbeau's taking you under his wing, then that makes us family, MZ Grunt. My little Bergmite babies, I've gathered you here to fulfill my dream. What is my dream, you ask? The Bergmite sur an Avalug. Yes, that's right. I want to see all my Bergmites sit on the back of a giant Avalug. You strike me as a capable trainer, and so I have one very, very serious request for you. I'd like to borrow an Avalug big enough to fit all four of my Bergmite on its back. I think one with the size classification of XL should be big enough. Bergmite sur an Avalug.
Oh, I know where to find one. I don't have one, but I know where to find one. If I could only remember the Wild Zone number. If we head into Zone 12 and go to where the rogue Slowbro was, just a second. We can now attack this, I don't know, ice bridge? We'll call it an ice bridge. Instead of melting it with Fire Fang, we cause it to, you know, enlarge in. And there's an Alpha Avalug always right there. Unfortunately, the one throw didn't seem to do it, so we're gonna have to bring it over here. We don't have Bergmite? We do not have Bergmite. Ow. I think I avoided that, dang. Let me just make sure I... Hey-ya. You dare! And why not? I can't believe I had a 4% chance of catching that Avalug, and it didn't work out. That's a shame. I don't suppose you're XL to allow me. No, you're just M. Okay. Guess I'm gonna have to come back here later.
You want to know what I'm doing? Well, I'm feeding these wild Aron. Aron love to eat metal. They'll even munch away at cars and things if you're not careful. So I feed them scrap metal to make sure they don't start eating what they shouldn't. I do worry they'll get bored if I keep feeding them the same old thing all the time, though. And so I had an idea. Don't you think a poison-type move would add some really nice flavor to scrap metal? What? Steel-type Pokemon can't be poisoned, so it won't bother them at all. If you're happy to help me test my idea, hit that pile of scrap metal with the move Sludge Bomb to give it some seasoning, please.
Okay. Yeah, this is an odd request, but okay. You got it. Whomst would have Shadow... not Shadow Ball. Nope. Wait, would you maybe... Do I have the... I don't have Sludge Bomb, so I'm gonna have to find a Pokemon that just knows it naturally. There you are. Winner, winner, chicken garbage dinner.
Ooh, that Sludge Bomb gave the scrap metal such a tantalizing aroma.
You think?
And look, the Aron seem pretty happy with the result too. They're chowing down. I'm so glad this random idea of mine worked out. Thank you for spicing things up for us. You were a fantastic help, and I'm fantastically grateful. After this, I think I'll spend some time researching which poison-type moves Aron find the tastiest. Don't you worry, my little Aron friends. I'll keep feeding you as much scrap metal as you like. We're gonna go for Tyrantrum. It's called the Despot Pokemon. You can't beat that. That's what you say, but I think Aurorus is plenty strong, too.
I agree.
Hey, you're a trainer, right? Maybe you can help us. Which do you prefer, Tyrantrum or Aurorus? Hey, leave strangers out of it. We already know what we're getting, a Jaw Fossil. Besides, I'm the one who gets to decide which Pokemon we're adding to our team. I don't care what my little sister says. You're so mean. Please, could you show my brother how strong Aurorus can be? I bet he'll change his mind if you defeat his Pokemon with nothing but an Aurorus. I know how you can get one too, just get a hold of a Sail Fossil and restore it into Omora. After that you can evolve Omora into... Yeah, I got it, thanks. Come let me know when you're ready to take on my brother.
Take me on. I'm gonna do this. And then I'm gonna do this.
Oh, you brought an Aurorus, thank you so much. Are you ready to battle?
Let's do this.
Please don't go easy on him. You need to go all out if you want to prove Aurorus' strength. I don't care what kind of trainer you are, how strong Aurorus is. My Pokemon is stronger.
Sure, kid. Also, question. Why are you using a Tyrantrum if you're gonna get one for your team? Feels like the narrative got lost a little bit there, but whatever. Freeze Dwy, and it's over.
Well, your Aurorus is really strong for an Aurorus, you know that?
Did you know that Ice is strong against Dragon?
That was amazing. I knew Aurorus was a powerful Pokemon. See, I told you we should get a Sail Fossil. I didn't prove anything about Aurorus. It just showed this trainer is really strong, that's all. Maybe, but still. So next time, Naj, you should battle me with an Aurorus of your own. How else are we really going to prove how strong Aurorus is? So does that mean... Yeah, it means I'll get you that Sail Fossil, but make sure you raise Omora properly. Thank you so much for battling my brother. I'll promise I'll raise the strongest Aurorus in the world.
Show the power of Aurorus! That was my Lucario impression from Super Smash Bros. Anyway. Oh, I'm about to ruin your day.
People tend to make subconscious judgments based on appearances, even if they don't mean to.
Yeah, like that thing I just said beforehand.
Are you able to see others for who they truly are beneath the surface? If so, please battle me. My Pokemon are so incredibly powerful, I just don't know what to do with them.
If you wish.
Please come speak to me once you're prepared for our Pokemon battle. I've warned you about my Pokemon's overwhelming power. You're confident that you can see my incredibly powerful Pokemon for what they truly are, Well, then I'm quite excited for this battle.
They better be like level 100 alpha-sized babies. Otherwise, I think we're gonna have a one-shot kill on pretty much every... No, wait, she's probably the Eviolite lady. Well. So far, not seeing the Eviolite take effect, if she is the Eviolite lady. Are you detecting? No, not yet.
It's not appearances that matter most in battle, it's the strength within that matters most. Despite how they may look, all of my Pokemon are fierce fighters, seasoned by battle and brimming with strength. Some opponents take one look at their oh-so-adorable faces and drop their guard, only to be swiftly crushed by our might.
Yeah, I was about to, but then I realized, wait, you're still bad at the game, so here I go.
That kind of thing doesn't happen with trainers who are serious about battling. After all, they can pick up on a Pokemon's true strength pretty quickly when they see it in action. We're not told not to make assumptions based on appearances, but we do it anyway because the fact is, you can't know what's under the surface. Which is why my Pokemon and I will continue to take advantage of anyone foolish enough to underestimate us.
Oh, just a bunch of Moo Moo milk. Great! Not an Eviolite.
You know, healing Pokemon is a specialty of mine working at a Pokemon Center and all, so I decided to share my skills with my team. What I mean is that I taught my Pokemon moves that can restore HP. Impressive, right? I wonder if a trainer like you could take on my self-healing team and win.
Let's find out, shall we?
Tell me anytime if you think you'd like to have a Pokemon battle with me.
Yes, I'd like to battle the doctor. I mean, I'd like to heal my Pokemon, and then I'd like to battle the doctor. I'd like to punch the doctor. Wait, no. I want to battle you.
Taste the despair of watching your opponent recover just when you thought you'd won.
Oh no, evil doctor. Well, what move does Heliolisk know that can recover like recover? It's parabolic charge that it knows. Oh, and Morning Sun. Forgot about that. Not that it's gonna do it much good, considering, you know, it's got low defenses.
Get out of here.
Oh shoot! I should have seen that coming. Hiya! And furthermore, hiya! Who else you got? Yeah, that's fair. Synthesis. Yup. And just recover, I guess.
Bye-bye. If you unleash attacks that fast, of course my team can't recover HP in time.
Aw.
What an overwhelming offense.
That's my other name.
And such menacing tenacity. Of course you can't win by focusing only on recovery. I made sure to keep that in mind when selecting my team's moves, yet here we are! I've got no choice but to admit how strong you are and how weak I still am. But I'm a Pokemon Center worker. My true skills lie in healing Pokemon. So if you don't mind, I'll fix up my Pokemon's injuries right away. I have to admit, it's a funny feeling to heal my own team like I do the teams of other trainers. Heliolisk and the rest of my team should be all better now. Tee! And of course, I'll be happy to heal your team anytime you stop by.
Alright, folks. It's time for the universal experience of Wild Zone 17. First of all, pretty standard Diggersby fare here. You can also find Chespin sometimes in those dig spots, but they're not what we're here for. Just gonna quickly bring the hammer down on a couple of them. There we go. And coming up here, Pyroar. This doesn't seem too bad. Well, it does seem a little intimidating at first. But here's where the problem lies. They all know Earth Power, and Earth Power homes in. So if you see one of them using Earth Power, you need to start dodging, because it homes in on you, and you are going to get hurt a lot. I'm about to die. Crunch. Crunch. Float. Earth Power. Shoot. Oh, God! How many was that? I didn't like that at all. No siree. And they're all targeting me because the Alpha is the one that's pissed off at me. Dang it. Get me out of here. Can't get out of there. Get me out of there. Thank you. Oh! That spooked me, actually. It can't actually do damage to me because of me being out of the wild zone and all. But yeah, they're relentless. Anyway, back to this. Go get them, please. There we go. Phew! Alright, that was scary. But, this is also the only zone where you can find Skarmory. There he is. Get down here. Hiya! Only a 1 arrow catch rate on that thing. So good luck trying to catch it. Also up on the roofs here, we've got, I believe, Klefki, yeah, Watchog, maybe not Watchog, but definitely Mawile, there it is. I think this one's always an alpha, I think, I don't remember fully. Anyway, what's this TM? Flamethrower, nice. But we were also just here for the side quest that's over here, so let's go talk to him. Do you know about Skarmory, the armor bird Pokemon? It sheds thin, sharp feathers that were once used to make swords. Today they're used for knives. I've been wanting to get my hands on one of those feathers so I can gift it to a top-class chef who's near and dear to my heart. Aw. And a ZA Royale trainer such as yourself seems like the perfect person to find one for me. Problem is, the Skarmory and Lumiose are found in Wild Zone 17, and that zone is just bursting with ferocious Pokemon. That's why I'm outsourcing the whole search to a trainer of your talent. Thanks in advance. I don't know if he witnessed fully what was going on just a second ago, but... Is this another one of those where I have to find literally... Or I have to touch every one of these spots to find the thing I'm looking for? Oh, another Skarmory spawned. I see you up there. Maybe I can try to catch it from the roof. How did I think that was a Skarmory feather? What's wrong with me? I'm not jonesing to catch the Skarmory either. I'm just wondering if it's possible. Oh, it's a Skarmory feather. I got the feeling you might have found a feather by now, so I bolted past the Pyroar to get up here. You mean my Pyroar? That's the feather, right? Ooh, I can already tell it'll make an incredible kitchen knife. Yeah-oh. Why now? Please, you need to scare off the Skarmory.
That's its feather. He was gonna use it to build its nest. Rah, 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 rah.
Whew, why in the world would this Skarmory attack us like that? Are you angry because this feather is important to you? Well, it is to me too, you know. There's a chef I want to give it to so he can make it into an amazing kitchen knife. The food he cooks brings real joy to the good folks of Lumios and the Pokemon too. He's a very special chef, so please, will you let me have this feather? You're okay with me having it?
I didn't say that.
Thank you so much for your help. I'll tell the chef all about you and your kindness. Oh, and once he starts cooking meals with his new knife, you're very welcome to pay us a visit at Restaurant Luau. I sure hope my feelings reached the Skarmory. Do you think it really understood me? I bet it'll show up at your restaurant. I suppose so. Now that I've made friends with the wild Pokemon, who knows what'll happen next.
I'm the best at, what's the term? Best at being a wingman. That's what it is. Oh, and it's double entendre, too, because of the whole wing thing. Heck yeah. Helped you make friends with the wild Pokemon. I was the one who battled him, but I was the one making a convincing argument for your sake. That's all it was. Hey, remember the Furfrou stylist? Well, she got another quest for us. Since you helped my Scyther master its cutting skills, I think you'd make a worthy challenger. Just as the Kalos region has the Pokemon League, Lumios City has the Furfrou League. The Furfrou League is where the city's most skilled Furfrou fans compete to see who has the strongest Furfrou. 4 such trainers, known as the Elite Four, are awaiting a worthy challenger. The Elite Four can be found in 4 different restaurants around Lumios. If you want to battle them, make sure you have only Furfrou on your team. Sounds like a fun challenge, no? Try beating them all if you can. I'm not gonna do that yet because I want to grab a bunch of Furfrou. And the way to do that best is not necessarily going to catch this specific wild Furfrou, although I will be jumping in here briefly to go grab that TM, I see. There's an Alpha Furfrou that likes to spawn in the zone with Drampa, Eevee, Kangaskhan, Clefable. But I think it only shows up during the day. So, here and there, I'm going to try to go capture Alpha Furfrou. I will go ahead and actually just go tour that zone and see if that is indeed... Oh, it's this one. We haven't even been there yet. Sorry, I thought I already showed off what that one was. It's a place with a gazebo. I definitely, like, brought up that, oh, this is gonna be a wild zone later. Yeah, right over there. Guess I never actually went to it yet. My mistake. So, step on in. Oh, yeah, oops. That was a repeat ball on something that I had not caught before. Sure, alright, sure. I do have a Furfrou, right? Okay. Actually, it might behoove me to... try to burn these hedges and fail spectacularly at it, but also to gather as many Furfrou as I can here, even if it's not an alpha. Because they are all relatively high level already. Maybe it'll just make it slightly easier for me to get the league all handled. But yeah, at nighttime, Clefable, Cleffa, and Clefairy like to hang out at this gazebo. During the day, early morning, Drampa shows up there. And I think after the early morning is where the Alpha Furfrou shows up. But yeah, that's Wild Zone 19. Eevee can be found in there too. That Hex Maniac there wants to see an extra large Pumpkaboo, and she's right next to Zone 15. Sometimes you can still find Alpha Pumpkaboo
and extra large Pumpkaboo in the zone. So I'm gonna try finding one. I think that one I'm targeting is extra large. Maybe it's just a large. This one seems a little small. So we're getting ahead of the curve here and going after the quest target right now. I don't think that one's large enough. This one seems big-ish. Can't really tell. Yes, come close. Come close. Hop! I'm cursed though, I should probably swap out. Here. Cool. Let's have a quick gander at the several Pumpkaboo I've got. Medium, medium, medium. Cool. None of them were large enough. Guess I'm just gonna have to wait for an alpha to show up in here somewhere, and then I can do that side quest for that lady I have yet to talk to.
Oh, I recognize you. You're Emma's assistant, aren't you? I've seen you working with her.
Something like that.
Well, in any case, do you think you could help me? I let my darling Klefki hold all of my important keys, but it seems Klefki dropped one of them on our last outing together.
Any idea where?
Let me think. Oh, yes, we went to a hair salon, but it was my first time visiting that place, so I don't recall the exact location. I was so pleased with my new look that I decided we would have an elegant brunch at a cafe near the hair salon. Then another patron of the cafe challenged me to a battle, so we went to the battle court out back. I won a magnificent victory, naturally. If I could just remember which hair salon it was, I'm sure I could retrace my steps. In any case, I entrust finding my key to you, my dearest detective's assistant.
If I recall right, it's actually down here, like the complete opposite end of the map. So we're looking for a hair salon that's near a cafe, and there's a battle court out back. I don't think this is a battle court. And this isn't either, so it's not that. Are there any other hairdressing salons that show up on the map at the moment? That might be it, actually. Okay, so we've got the hair salon here on Vernal Avenue, next to Cafe Class, and there's a battle court just behind it. So let's have a look at the battle court there. Aha! Pay dirt. A rare item, a Pokeball. It's a fancy key!
Mr. Assistant, I just remembered I had my battle in this very court. Oh, and you found my key. Oh, my poor Klefki. It's not your fault the key was lost. I'm the one who decided to battle here. But I do recall hearing that Klefki never let go of the keys they like. So how about this? From now on, you'll only have to hold the keys you like. I'll handle any other keys myself. That means we're going to be sharing some key responsibilities, my darling Klefki. Thank you so much, Mr. Assistant. Please take this as a sign of my gratitude.
Oh boy. I got 5,000 Pokédollars, and also something I can sell for 5,000 Pokédollars. That's a little weird.
Ivor Sensei isn't here at the dojo if you're looking for him, but since you are here and all... whattageek, I request a battle. Sensei may not be around to teach me, but I can use you to get a new perspective on my skills.
There's a lot of apostrophes, or at least... accent marks. Hello, I got a little closer, sorry.
Show me what it takes to reach rank A.
One of these days, she'll become, third strongest of the dojo. It may not be today. But then again, it may be today. Dang, double knockout. That's crazy.
Another defeat. Feels like the more we battle, the greater the gap between us grows. Whattageek, you truly are worthy of being called Lumios' strongest trainer. Whereas I don't think I've grown any stronger at all. I'm a total disgrace to the Fist of Justice, and by extension to Ivor-sensei himself. Maybe I don't even belong in the Fist of Justice.
Whoa.
The Pangoro duo? Not again! These two are always causing us trouble. It's like they go out of their way to avoid the wild zones. They're real tough customers. Even Ivor-sensei has a hard time driving them away unscathed. But if Sensei isn't here to protect the dojo, then that duty falls to me. Whattageek, please fight at my side.
What up? Will you heal my Pokemon at least so I can have Medicham? No? Great, thanks. Ow. Anyway. Olay. One down. How we doing over here, Jose? Are you doing any actual fighting moves, or...? So anyway.
Nicely done, Whattageek.
Where am I?
Go on, you two. The exit's that way.
We'll just see ourselves out then.
Ivor-sensei.
Whattageek, Jose, were you two responsible for those Pangoro leaving the dojo?
Yes, Sensei. Thanks to Whattageek, we were able to turn away those troublemakers. It's no wonder he was able to save Lumios. I got a glimpse of his true potential today. Whereas I...
Jose?
Yes, Sensei?
If you didn't have just as much potential yourself, you would not have been able to hold your own alongside Whattageek. In fact, the only reason I left the dojo unattended was because I knew you could guard it in my stead. You recognize the gap between your own skills and those of a master, and that very recognition is proof of your self-awareness, nothing more. I know that you will continue to grow, Jose. I will be calling on your aid the next time that I must turn those Pangoro back myself.
Yes, Sensei. Thank you, Sensei. Whattageek, thank you for everything today.
We did it. That's a lot of Seeds of Mastery. Might as well go use some of them, huh? Your ord will be plus moves. If you press plus before... Yeah, I know what plus moves are. Seeds of Mastery. We can turn regular moves that we taught via TM into plus moves. So something like Flare Blitz on Pyroar here can become a plus move on its own. Now I don't need to Mega Evolve in order for it to be a plus move. Neat, isn't it? But that's all I really needed for right now.
Ghost-type Pokemon are weak to Dark-type moves and Ghost-type moves. Do you know what that means?
Yeah.
In a battle between ghost types, speed plays a large part in determining the outcome. So let's say we have a battle to decide which of us is the superior ghost type user.
Do I have to only use ghost types? Yep. Okay, everyone out except for Trevenant. We'll see how this goes. Actually, we can throw Sableye in there, sure. Wait, do I have... Okay, good. Trevenant is the one currently selected.
Even if you surpass us in speed, I have a backup plan to bring us back from the brink.
Male. Hey, wait. That was familiar. But whomst is whomst. So anyway. Ah, a reverse of last time. Is this gonna kill? Not quite. Now it will. Get in there. Am I too close to you, do you think? Ganga! Oh yeah!
Was I maybe cursed or something?
Not the pouty face.
I still lost. Even my backup plan of giving my Pokemon spell tags to strengthen their ghost-type moves failed. I know you helped Ivor and Gwen bury the hatchet before, so your skill in battle shouldn't come as such a surprise. Huh? Do you feel a chill in the air?
What?
You don't feel it? This aura of melancholy. Maybe Gwen's Chandelure is mad over what I just said and now wants to absorb my spirit. No, please, don't punish me. I didn't mean it. I take it back. Please don't take my spirit. The aura of melancholy is gone. It seems talking about Ivor is off limits even when Gwen's not around. Here, take this spell tag. Give it to a Pokemon to boost the power of its ghost-type moves.
Thanks. I won't be, but thanks. Oh, we got 4,444 Pokédollars because, 4 is an unlucky number. So, just a bunch of 4s. Haha!
I want to be artistic in all things, even Pokemon battles. What makes those in battle truly shine is their beauty, their strength, and how ephemeral it all is. You don't know what I mean?
What's ephemeral mean?
You'll find out if you battle me.
Battle artistically. Hey, what's ephemeral?
In the name of art, on guard.
So what's your strategy here, lady? Well, whatever it is, let me get out of there first. Aha. So your strat is to kaboom. There's just a lot of kabooms going on here. Very self-destructive of you. Vanillix knows explosion or self-destruct, so it might try to do that eventually. At least if it could get an attack off, anyway. There's self-destruct. Goodbye. Are you gonna kaboom? Nope. No kabooms yet. Waiting for it, though. Would have been funny, just saying.
Kaboom!
Found the kaboom, she said it.
Self-destruct. Explosion. I faced a trainer once who would shout, "Let's give it all we've got before a battle." I blew him up. I blew her up. Thanks to her, me and my Pokemon realized what it really meant to give a battle our all. But don't you worry. First place I go after every battle is a Pokemon Center. The ephemeral beauty found in a fleeting battle and healing to bring out our resilience. This is indeed our style.
I don't trust that lady as far as I can throw her, and I can't throw her very far. But if she was a bomb, then absolutely I could throw her very far. I'm not ready for this fight. This is a fight against that Pikachu to see who's the strongest Pikachu. I'm not ready for it. I'll start it up, but I'm not gonna win, so I'm not gonna do anything more with it.
My Pikachu's the strongest in the world.
And wouldn't you know it, he's dressed in the same colors as Ash. Red hat, blue and green shirt with a white t-shirt underneath, jeans, red shoes. Yeah, that's Ash.
Want to know why he's so strong? It's because he's holding a light ball. A light ball makes a Pikachu's attack and special attack even stronger. That's why I'm confident my Pikachu is the strongest in the whole world. If you have a Pikachu you think can beat mine, I'll prove you wrong in battle. Let me know when you're ready for a Pikachu versus Pikachu battle.
Nope. Bye. I'm not ready for it. I know I'm not ready for it. I have an Alpha Pikachu. It's absolutely not strong enough for that. Yeah?
Just now, you beamed a message into my brain, did you not?
Yeah, it was like, comment, subscribe.
There's no need for pretense, my friend. You are clearly one of us. We are all trainers who lived in the blessed company of Starmie. Please, join our next gathering. We shall invite the Starmie dwelling among the stars to descend and grace us with their presence. For as we know, Starmie are none other than the very stars themselves. Return here at night, and make sure you are accompanied by a Starmie of your own.
Okay. So, fun fact, this quest doesn't show up at night. I've learned this because I knew what was coming. I came up to this quest, noticed it was available, came over here to sit because I knew it happened at night. Went over to the quest giver again. She wasn't there. So she only shows up during the day, and you have to do it during the night. Not sure I like that. Anyway, look at all these stars.
I see you have a Starmie with you. Wonderful. Let us begin. It is time to call down the Starmie dwelling in the heavens.
Is Lita around, or?
We can achieve this only when our hearts are one with those of our Starmie. Star! Star! Please, join our invocation.
Star!
Star! Louder, everyone. Again!
Star!
Star! Star! We must all make our hearts as one. Do it for those Starmie still dwelling among the stars. Star! Star! Oh, look, a shooting star!
Seems like it fell toward Blue Plaza.
Let us rejoice for what we have achieved this star-strewn night. A new Starmie has decided to grace our planet.
If I go over there and it's a pretty feather, I swear to...
Thank you for joining us tonight. Please take this, along with my gratitude.
Hey, there's the Eviolite. That was weird.
We shall see you again in a year's time.
Huh? You what? Alright. Goodbye, Starmie. I hardly knew ye. But that guy said it fell toward Blue Plaza, huh? Oh, that's right. No, that's not right behind me. Where's Blue Plaza again? Was it this one? Yeah. Where we can catch Phalanx. And also Froakie on top of that tower over there. There's that glowing thing. Goodbye, Froakie. As soon as it spots you, it runs away. Hey, look, Starmie. Looks like there's something on the ground where the shooting star fell. A moonstone. Aight. Neat, I suppose. Looks like this guy that asked Corbeau for a thing needs some more help. Gengar.
Thanks again to you and the Rust Syndicate for your help the other day. Remember that Gengar I said I'd look after? Well, I haven't seen it for a while. It's a wild Pokemon, so I know it's going to come and go as it pleases, but I've gotten used to having it around, and if I'm being honest, I'm kind of worried about it. I know it's a weird ask, but do you think you can help me look for Gengar? It'd mean a lot.
Goodbye, Gengar! I don't want to goodbye.
We'll need help from a Ghost-type expert, too. Let's go see if Gwen from the Fist of Justice can lend a hand. She should be at the dojo.
To the dojo. Gwynnifer. Gwenjamin.
So you need my help. I'll do it on one condition. Battle me.
Okay.
Revenge will be mine.
One of these days she'll get her revenge, and it's actually today, believe it or not. That certainly was a choice. Again, that was a choice. I don't know why she's sending out these guys that are weak to my fire type. I'm just gonna back off. There we go. Words need not be said on the battlefield. Yep.
Seriously? You really are strong. You, explain why you need my help, and keep it brief. I see why you're concerned. Still, now we have an idea of the sort of Gengar we're dealing with. Chandelure should be able to sense where it is. But know this, some Ghost-type Pokemon like to settle in, and others would much rather roam. So don't set your hopes too high. You've been warned.
I get it. I just want to make sure Gengar's okay.
Do you sense anything, Chandelure? This place here. Chandelure thinks that Gengar might be at Hotel Richisim.
Makes sense. Buildings as old as that one have their fair share of ghost stories.
I'll meet you there, then.
Time for a long and kind of unnecessary goose chase.
Do you sense anything, Chandelure?
Consarn it, it's a goose. Gorgoose.
A ghost type, but not the right one. Any other leads, Chandelure? This place here? Chandelure's pointing us toward a secluded waterway.
I guess ghosts do tend to congregate near running water. Sounds legit.
I'll meet you there, then.
Is it Coulant Waterway? It is not. That's a waterway? I guess so. Okay. Off to Vernal Avenue again. One of my most visited avenues in this game. Do I need to be on the lower floor? Can I reach it from there? Oh, I know where this is.
See if you can sense anything, Chandelure.
Dang it! It's a goose.
Just a shop it, huh? Any other leads, Chandelure? This place here? The Galerie de la Lune. How bizarre.
So Gengar's developed a taste for haute couture, is that it?
If so, it should have gone to the Passage Ombrage. My favorite clothing store, Wisp, is there.
Well, the Galerie de la Lune it is, then. Gallery of the Moon. Can I enter from here? It's unclear. I'll just go to the restaurant. Restaurant Wow, maybe there's an entrance near there. And huzzah. And hey, there's the guy with the Skarmory. From that one side quest earlier.
You know what to do, Chandelure.
Your girlfriend was actually a goose the whole time. Oh, there's Gengar.
Is this your Gengar?
No, its cry is different.
There you are, Gengar. Let's head home, shall we? Tonight I think I'll make that stew you like.
Turns out it was a goose the whole time.
Let's try again, Chandelure. People are counting on our help.
0 for 3 right now. That's okay. Let's call off the search. If you and Chandelure are having trouble finding Gengar, I don't think there's much hope.
But
I should have asked Gengar to be my partner while I had the chance, and now it's too late. I hadn't even realized how much I enjoyed having Gengar around until it left. But that's life, I guess. Thanks so much for helping me search for Gengar anyway. I really appreciate it. Don't it always seem to go that you don't know what you got till it's gone? He chased after a goose, turned it into a parking lot.
after all that, we couldn't help him.
Bit of a melancholy end to that. Or is it? Let's go have a look at that apartment again. I think there's a happy ending to this. It just may not be immediate.
The guy. The Gen guy.
Look, whattageek, Gengar came back. It may wander off again, I know, and maybe that'll be the last time I ever see it. But for now, I'm gonna go all in on appreciating the precious time I get to spend with Gengar. You gonna ask him to be your partner this time? Nope. Alright. Oh boy. These guys again. Oh, hello there. You're the trainer who helped us with filming last time, right? Well, we're shooting a scene for a different movie now. This time we're making a horror film. In particular, I want to get some footage of the fearsome ghost of the forest, Trevenant. Hey, that's convenient. But we've hit a snag. Wild Pokemon are terrifying, especially ghost types. I think you can help us there, however. I hear Trevenant are rather hard to find in the wild, though there are rumors that they can sometimes be spotted in Wild Zone 13. Or was it 15? I suppose you could just evolve a Phantump, that works too. Really, all I need is for you to bring me a Trevenant at night. How you get it is up to you. Hey, director! Oh, I knew I could count on you. Let's start filming then, shall we? Is everyone ready? Then lights, camera, action!
You sure this place isn't haunted?
Oh, come on, it's fine.
Hold on. Did you hear that?
What?
Hi. Hi, friends. How you doing?
Hey, I'm here to make a friend.
Wait, hold up. It's not scary at all.
Cut! What kind of ghost of the forest is that? It's way too friendly. You know, I've heard that Trevenant is really kind to all the creatures that live in the forest with it.
Maybe it thinks we're forest creatures too?
What? It's a ghost type, and yet it shows such compassion. Yet that is also a true side of this Pokemon. Worthy of being preserved on film. Man, this guy is prejudiced as hell. It's the footage that matters, you see. Footage that leaves its mark on the viewer, even without any cohesive narrative. The script can be changed. Some movie director he is. No, I shouldn't speak that way. But I know I'm better than him.
In 30 seconds.
What's gonna happen?
If you wish to know what 30 seconds can mean, battle me and hear the song of my Pokemon.
Guess what gimmick this is gonna be? 7 minutes. 7 minutes is all I can spare to play with you. The sound of Perish Song. Until you stalk and overrun, there's no devouring anyone. Alright, Perish Song is active. My doom is only 30 seconds away. Whatever will I do? Oh, wait. So yeah, the whole gimmick with Perish Song, just like in the turn-based games, is that you'll only have a few turns to live. Problem with the strategy there is that you can kind of still just switch out to whatever. And you're fine. Maybe it's good in online play when you know your opponent doesn't have any switches left. Any Pokemon that hears Perish Song will faint after 30 seconds, including the Pokemon that sang the song, of course. But fear not! If you switch a different Pokemon into battle, the Pokemon who heard Perish Song will not faint. So whenever you want to make your opponent leave the field, enjoy this 30-second trick. So she is suggesting, yeah, use it as a scary move, not necessarily as an effective move. And that's one way of doing it.
Have a look at my Floette. I evolved Flabebe of each flower color, so now I have a full palette of Floette Fabulosity. And now I want to see all 5 of my Floette in battle together. I'm sure that would help me come up with even more hair colors for you to try out. That's where I could use your help. Do you think you can do me a huge favor and face all 5 of my Floette at once?
Like, at the same time or immediately? Because I can do either or.
A vibrant battle.
Oh, so beautiful. So pretty. So dead in an earthquake in a second. How about you? Yeah, you like that? Didn't think so.
Words can't do it justice. It's as if the 5 flower colors blended together to create 5 brand new colors. And I must make those colors a reality.
I don't know why I added 5 for the latter part of her first statement.
Like maybe a set of pastel colors. I can make them by mixing different colors with white. Now the people of Lumiose can enjoy all sorts of hair colors thanks to you. And of course, if you ever feel like changing up your own look, you can head to a hair salon too.
Ta-da. Hi again. We meet again, my young friend. Today we're filming a kaiju movie. The story is this. An ancient Pokemon is brought back to life and goes on a rampage. In order to get the right feel, I need footage of the king of the ancient world, Tyrantrum. But I'm told the only way to accomplish this is by paying a small fortune for a fossil, then reviving it. So that's why I've been waiting for you. If you ever manage to revive a Tyrant from a fossil and evolve it into a Tyrantrum, please help us capture some footage of it. If you agree to help us, I'll even let you be in the film. As an extra, of course, but still. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, yes, sir. Sir, yes, sir. Here I go. Gonna need to go grab a jaw fossil first. Jaw fossil acquired and ready to restore. Bring it on! Glad I didn't have to run around for 200 steps or something. I'm back. You really have a Tyrantrum with you? Then can I assume you're willing to help with the shoot? Yes, because there's no reason for me not to. Alright everyone, let's do this! Lights, camera, action!
What is that? Just there! Look!
Run! It's Godzilla! It looks like Godzilla, but thanks to international copyright laws, it is not.
What in the world is that?
It's headed this way! Oh, it's purring. Cut! Come on, now's not the time to try to get cuddles from your trainer. What are you trying to do, charm the audience? Director, in spite of its fierce looks, I think Tyrantrum actually can learn the move Charm. I guess even that vicious temperament doesn't stop it from being a cuddlebug with its trainer. What? Then that means it can't be in the same scene as its trainer. But wait, hold on a moment. An ancient Pokemon forming a bond with a human. Yes! Yes, I think that could work!
Are you sure, Director? I don't think we've had a single shoot where we stuck to the script.
Worry not. The theme of our films is no longer the terrifying reality of wild Pokemon. It is now coexisting with wild Pokemon. Then get wild Pokemon. Don't use a trainers. All our footage showing the heartwarming sides of Pokemon fits perfectly with this new theme, and I dare say it's a better fit for Lumiose than focusing on the terror. Yes, this is going to be a huge hit. I can feel it. And we were able to make this pivot only due to your help, my young friend. You have my thanks. Here's $5. Look, I wasn't expecting it to be $5,000. But the exchange rate for Poké Dollars to regular dollars might be pretty close to that, all things considered. Now then, I think that's all the quests besides this one Phantom quest and this other side quest, which I'm gonna wait to do until the DLC, because I don't think I'm able to do this one without starting the DLC, if that makes sense. I don't remember what this one is, but I'm gonna wait to do that until later. For the rest of this video, though, I'm going to be doing the ZA Royale. Let me at least show one, maybe final time, how a ZA Royale night tends to go. We'll fight our first of 20 Infinite ZA Royale challengers, challenge ticket holders. Reward matches, that's the term I was looking for. And then, yeah. Then I'll just cut ahead to whatever else I need to do. Alright, Battle Zone. It's been a long time since we've actually seen one of these in action, huh? It's just been me cutting around. Let's get going. Alright, what's our first card here? Knock out opponents using rock moves. I can do that. Let's start with a nice Blizzard. Froze it in place, very nice. And then Rock Blast. And then Rock Blast. I did it. Gyarado. Dang it. I'm right here. Rock Blast. Now, naturally, you don't need to be doing these bonus cards in any way, but they do give you bonus points, and the quicker I knock this out, the better off I'll be later. Let me just do a little bit of this. It won't knock it out, but I can just do it again here. There we go. Some bonus pointage. Shouldn't take too long to get to that challenger's ticket. Super effective moves, you got it. I think City Hall, the best way of facing down opponents here is actually to get up onto the roofs. Roofs? And the way to do that is by climbing the scaffolding just behind the building to my right. Oh, I missed. Oh, I didn't realize I picked up a sneak up and start battles with ice moves thing. Hey, I can do with some max potions. Alright, this scaffolding is how you get up to the roofs. Are you gonna hit the scaffolding, or... Okay, no, we're good. Missed again. Mistiming my freeze dries, it seems. There we go. land super effective hits with flying moves. I don't even have any. I guess I could teach aerial ace or something, but seems like a waste. An aerial waste. Haha. What? You can't see me. Shut up. Nice. Pretty big windfall there. Some more bonus cards up there on the roofs. Didn't even realize this was here. Okay, he's gonna spot me, bummer. Oh no! I can't attack! Joke's on you, sucker! Pew, 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 pew. I missed. Show me a face. Doggone it. Oh, hi. Oh, he followed me down here? I wasn't expecting that. You know, something's going on with this fight. Not sure I like it. That was a stupid fight. I didn't even get many rewards for it. Boo. Let me go get that colorful screw, and I'm actually gonna bounce from this zone. Auroras, please. Oh, there's another colorful screw over there, and another one there. Maybe I should stick around. This roof over here is great for picking up bonus cards and prize medals. Start with fighting moves. I can do that. When I hit with dark moves, I don't really have any. Excuse me. Oh my god. Come on. Alright. She can't see me from around the pole. Okay, I have an idea for getting some of these points. Is it gonna let me over or no? Yes, it will. Hi, Madacham. How you doing? Bonus card yet. Go get him. Gardevoir. Hiya. Ah, she's Mega Evolving too. Get him. think 2 more battles and I'll have the thing we need. Oops. The amount of points that we need is what I was getting at. Foist, an ice punch, and then a Zen headbutt. I did technically land a hit there because I did break through the protect, so... Alright, cool, we got it. Yep. Alright. Now's a good time for me to warp to a different one. We can warp straight into the battle zone, actually, if we go right here. And I think this is another zone that it helps to get up on the roof. I'm out. Yep. If they're a Furusoda girl, they probably only have fairy types. So close. Almost there, though. Let's go get another bonus card. Maybe I can figure something out for, Oop. Ugh. I don't carry fairy moves. That's not gonna work. What about this one? Start battle using ghost moves. I can do that. That said, probably gonna end up getting the points I need before filling that out, so... Nice job evading it. Go get him. That's 1 point to the super effective hits with rock moves. 2 more battles and we got that. We can't get up here, can we? No. Once again, that scaffolding over there. Whoa. Sir? Easy there. Ugh. You don't see me. You don't see me. You don't see me. See? You don't see me. Oh, 1,000 short. Give me something that's better than the land hits with fairy types. That'll do. Have at you, kid! It's an excess of points, and it won't count towards my next challenger's ticket or anything, but at least it gives me more prize medals. So that's something. Alrighty then. Maxed out on points. Challenger's ticket obtained. Now we can head over to Quasartico and do a reward match. Once again, we can do 20 of these, and that will set us up for the next plot beat. Why you have to do 20 is beyond me, but we're doing it. I believe the very first opponent you have to fight is always Zack, the Lazy Eternel. And he's the only competitor in the ZA Royale, and the Infinite one, that does not scale to your point in the game. He's always going to be incredibly weak. So, for our first ZA Royale fight, level 9. 3 experience, 6 experience, and 4 experience. Oh, how do I win? I can't hit him. Get Phantom Force, my strongest move. Go. Oh God! It didn't do anything. Shadow Claw. What am I gonna do? He's beating my ass. All right, that was a close one. I almost didn't make it. Last Pokemon. This will be my Z, the final letter of my challenge against you. Rat. So anyway. And that's our reward match. Now to do that 19 more times. Oh boy. In between ZA Royales. Battle zones, rather. Oh, hey, what's this?
Whattageek, thank goodness. Drop whatever you're doing and hurry straight back to Hotel Z right now. Like now!
What happened? I was about to say something about the progress of the video. We meet again. I would speak to you about AZ, but words fail me. How does one speak fittingly of such a man? It's tragic that after seeing so many others to their rest, he was alone when his time came. Still, I am glad for the conversations he and I had, however scant.
Excuse me, but what did you talk to AZ about?
About the agony of being unable to die. About his deeds, both good and heinous. Even though it was for the sake of peace, he did build Anj. Do you consider that a bad deed? Not necessarily, though the havoc it wreaked on Lumios is undeniable. The exact casualty is unclear, or causality, excuse me. But we can surmise that Anj's influence resulted in more wild Pokemon gathering throughout Lumios, which led to this city, built for humans, to become a place of harmony with these wild creatures. But now we have separated Pokemon and humans into different areas once more. I wonder, is it right that we keep each other at arm's length with these holotech barriers?
Remember, he was the one who created the Holocaster, and now we're using holotech for actual barriers.
So, full circle maybe? Perhaps we will find another way. I look forward to seeing what the people of this city choose.
Right. So...
I have of course come here to tell you something. I'll get to it. After you and I spoke in Lysander Labs, more of my memory returned. And I recalled the existence of two beings. The one that gives, and the one that takes.
One that gives? One that takes?
I wish that I could tell you more. I am sorry. For now, all I could remember are these epithets. But I have more to tell you. Zygarde has not shown itself since that eventful day. I imagine it exhausted its power and has now retreated somewhere to quietly recover. You understand what that means, do you not? There are none but you on whom I can rely. That being the situation, I will leave the rest up to you. Please, find the two I spoke of.
What even was that? It's like that guy was trying to win a cryptic old man contest.
He didn't give you much to go on, did he? Perhaps you can learn more from people with connections to Team Flare?
Got anyone in mind?
Mabel at the Pokemon Research Lab and Grisham at Nouveau Cafe, I suppose.
There you go. We'll be cheering for you.
Yeah, Xerneas and Yveltal are in this game, sure enough. I think I'll... You know what? I've been saying it, that we'll do the DLC next time. Next time is the DLC. Next time, we're gonna do Xerneas, Yveltal, Zygarde, and, the conclusion of the Infinite ZA Royale. So, let me finish up, at least accepting this quest.
There's been quite a stir in the Pumpkaboo fan community over the recent discovery. Pumpkaboo used to be sorted based on their size. Small, average, large, or super. However, it's come to light that the differences between them go beyond just size. So now they are called small variety, medium variety, large variety, and jumbo variety. Don't you think the new names sounded more like different breeds than anything else? I do. I want to see if they really are that different, so I've been collecting Pumpkaboo varieties. But I haven't had any luck finding the largest, the jumbo variety. They're said to appear at night in Wild Zone 15. Please, I need you to catch a jumbo variety Pumpkaboo for me. It'll be even bigger than the Pumpkaboo I have here, if you can believe that.
So she is talking about an alpha.
Oh, there's one more thing. Please don't bring me an alpha. Oh, it's hard to determine what variety it is when it's alpha-sized.
Cool, I thought it was an alpha this whole time. Never mind. Are you a jumbo? You look pretty big. That's a pretty deep voice.
Let me have it at once.
Dun 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 dun.
A jumbo variety Pumpkaboo! So this variety carries jumbo-sized spirits to the afterlife in its huge body? How mysterious. Even if they look similar, I can see how these different varieties are indeed different forms. Forgive me. To be honest, I don't really get it, but how could I not be convinced by the size of that Pokemon? From now on, I'll nurture my own spirit so it's big enough to require a jumbo variety someday. From the bottom of my heart, thank you for bringing me a jumbo variety Pumpkaboo.
Cool. I didn't think I would get the jumbo right away. So, for cleanup, we've got 5 side quests to do. I'll grind these out and work on them. Still need to get that Alpha Avalugg. Still need to get a Raichu ready to go. Still need to get a Pikachu to beat that guy. Still need to get a bunch of Furfrou to face the League. And it's gotta rain at some point, right? So, here I go. Time to grind them out. So if you're looking to have a easier time with that Pikachu versus Pikachu fight, this is the guy you want to talk to. He's just outside Area 15, next to Hotel Rishisim. When I wish I could crawl into a hole and simply disappear, but I can't find a hole to crawl into, that's the perfect time for the move Dig. Dig is one of the only moves that Pikachu can learn that's super effective against electric types. So, let's give that to this Alpha, and I'll be training this thing up to fight another Pikachu. Alright, we've got 1 Pikachu on our team. It's level. Nice. And we're gonna try to fight Ash. I mean, Pikami. Finally.
It's go time, partner. Let's show him what the strongest Pikachu in the world can do.
This Pikachu is pretty strong. First of all, it comes loaded with Dig itself, so that's usually, I believe, its first move that it likes to do. If it is, then I'm just gonna counterattack with my own Dig. Maybe not? Not Protect. Alright, fair enough. Here comes Dig. I'll just use it a second after him. That way. Boom, baby. And we're done here. If you don't have Dig, that fight can be really difficult. That's why I would recommend coming with Charm, at least, so you can lower its attack, so you can, you know, easily defend yourself a little bit better on the next go, or like when it actually hits you. Because you can't protect while something's digging, for some reason. I don't know. If you don't have Dig, good luck doing damage. If you don't have Eviolite, good luck taking hits.
Whoa, I can't believe your Pikachu beat my Light Ball boosted partner. Can you tell how shocked I am? You're both super strong for sure. I'm so impressed, I'll even give you this Light Ball. Don't worry, I have heaps of these things at home. And hey Pikachu, don't you worry either. We'll just train more and get even stronger, okay? If we get to level 100 with our Light Ball, we'll be the best in the world for real.
Alright, cool. Next, I'm going to deposit the Pikachu. Have nothing in my party. I didn't realize that was even an option to do. Get everybody back onto the team. Booyah. And as for you, let's put that Eviolite back in the satchel. Oh wait, I did mean to do one more thing while it was in the party, and that is to evolve it, because we still need to get a Raichu to trade to get an Alolan Raichu, or no, to battle with to get an Alolan Raichu. I forgot that we actually had to fight with it. I thought we could just have it in our box, but nope. That will not be the case. And thankfully, the person we're looking for is just over here, so I'll go ahead and walk over there. This is not a difficult fight by any stretch. At least not compared to the Pikachu fight. But if you want your own Alolan Raichu, then this is the place to go. I like this walk in Lumio City. I don't know why. Something simple about it, but I like this avenue down to Quasartico. You brought a Raichu. Care to battle my Alolan Raichu? Both Raichu have their charms, but the Alolan form is a different type. That means different strengths and weaknesses. Stay on your toes. Are you also going to dig? Because we're going to have a problem if you will. Big Raichu. Well, I'm going to dig anyway. Hopefully it's not going to try doing that. Nice. Done. I think maybe the Alolan form can't use its true power without Alolan pancakes to fuel it. What a spectacular victory, my other name. But don't go assuming we're done here yet. The committee to highlight Alolan Raichu and generate excitement has one last thing to offer. Let's trade your Raichu for my Alolan Raichu. Yeah, sure. There you go. It won 2 battles, it's undefeated, and now it's out of here. Goodbye, Raichu. I'm not gonna write you a love song. Fluffy. Like the pancakes. Trading Raichu is how we'll spread the joy of the Alolan regional form. You know, the Alolan form is lovely, of course, but just plain Raichu are pretty adorable, too. Look how big Alpha Raichu is, though. Well, then I'm off on another journey. I'll travel over to Alola, befriend a bunch of Alolan Raichu, and spread their cuteness all around the world. That's what Charge is all about. Alright, Avalugg caught. Here you go. Big table iceberg. Wow, this alpha's massive! It should fit all my Bergmite for sure. Are you ready, my babies? They did it! They're sitting on the Avalugg! Oh, just look, all 4 of them fit on Avalugg's back. This is exactly what I wanted to see. My dreams come true! Oh, wait, let me take some photos. I need to post this on all my socials. Hashtag! Trending! Bien sûr! Wait, what's happening? No way! This is wild. My pictures are going viral! I had no idea so many people wanted to see the very same thing I dreamed of. I'm glad so many people have gotten to see how great Bergmite and Avalugg are. And it's all thanks to you. I couldn't have done any of this without your Alpha Avalugg. Alright, I have with me a team of 6 Furfroos. Let's try to do the Furfroo League. I'm not sure exactly how well I'll do, but we'll start at Restaurant Lana and work our way up. I'm Brill, a member of the Furfroo League's Elite Four. My specialty is Star Trim Furfroo. Let's battle to see whose Furfroo can shine the brightest. Let's see whose Furfroo shines more brilliantly. I'm assuming this guy's the weakest just because he is at Restaurant Lana, but I brought a couple of alphas and then a bunch of regulars. We'll see how we do. Okay, level 58 seems to be... Yeah, alright. I should have started with Cotton Guard, actually. Okay, that didn't go too bad. To defeat the top trainer in the Furfroo Elite Four, you shine brightly indeed. You're the top trainer? Or is this another one of those, I'm the third strongest of this group, scenarios?
There's no denying it. Your Furfrou is truly brilliant. But I'm not the last Elite Four member waiting for you in the Furfrou League. You still need to face 3 trainers.
What items do I got that can work here? Do I have a silk scarf? I sure do. Here we go. And you, the second alpha, will give the Rocky helmet. There we go. We also got normal gems. Maybe I'll work with these and then see what happens. Okay, where's restaurant? Like, yeah, that's wow. There's sushi. Here's Leah. They didn't say only one Furfrou on the team. Just as long as your team is Furfrou.
I am Diamant, the diamond trim Furfrou user of the esteemed Furfrou Elite Four. You brought only Furfrou. Good. Now let's see if you can even scratch my Furfrou's noble coat. Then behold the diamond trim's unbreakable magnificence.
I'm gonna assume Cotton Guard is gonna be the strat here for him.
Oof, oof.
Or Protect. He's trying to do Protect. There it is. Alright, get in there with that butt. BAM!
You have brought me low. Diamant, chief among the Furfrou Elite Four. What a show of strength.
What a piece of work as man. Those are my other names.
Alas, you now know the truth. A diamond trim doesn't actually raise a Furfrou's defenses. But I remain unbothered by my defeat. Whoever remains in the Elite Four will surely avenge me. You must still face 2 trainers.
Sushi. Do a quick heal there. A debutante? Or is that Pharaoh?
I'm Mie, a member of the Furfrou League's Elite Four. I use Kabuki Trim Furfrou. I was way off. Will you battle me and discover the beauty and charm of the Kabuki Trim for yourself? Then let this battle decide which Furfrou Trim stands atop the rest.
Yo! Is that a Kabuki thing? Don't worry about it. Rough them up.
I'm the greatest of all the Furfrou Elite Four, but you have cut me down to size. The word Kabuki comes from a word meaning out of the ordinary, and what could be more out of the ordinary than for my Furfrou to be defeated? But this does not mean the defeat of the Furfrou Elite Four. You still have to face 1 trainer.
Wow. And now he uses a dragon type Furfrou. This might be debutante.
I'm Marta, the
Matron, excuse me. Marta, the matron trim user of the Furfrou Elite Four. Clearly I know nothing about Furfrous, actually.
Let's have a sublime battle to determine who has the absolute best Furfrou. Then we shall battle fair and square.
She chucks a Pokeball at my own Furfrou, catching it and preventing me from actually using it. I don't really see the appeal of Substitute. It's just another thing to get in your way. And once it takes a hit, it goes away. I guess it's useful for placing a hazard in the way of someone using a ranged attack, but...
I do wish you could show a little more respect to your elders in battle. You have defeated every member of the Furfrou Elite Four. It is time for you to visit Cafe Woof.
Alright, time to go face off against... What's this? Oh, yeah. Face off against the last of the Elite Four, the champion. At Cafe Wolf, which apparently I have not visited yet for a fast travel location. There we go. A shiny Furfrou!
Congratulations on defeating every member of the Furfrou Elite Four. However, the Furfrou League has not yet been completely defeated. For the Furfrou champion, the pinnacle of Furfrou League still remains. My name is Soigné. I am the current Furfrou champion. Defeat me and you will secure your position at the top of the Furfrou League. As always, the only condition to face me is that you must only have Furfrou on your team. Can you defeat me and my 6 perfectly trimmed Furfrou, I wonder? This will be your final battle. The winner shall be the Furfrou champion. Prove to me that your love for Furfrou is deep enough to lead our league of Furfrou fans.
I'll prove it by defeating you!
It's your love of Furfrou against mine, and only true passion will triumph.
Kinda would have preferred actual champion music for this, but, you know, whatever. I wonder if I'm gonna be allowed to heal during this. If I am, then that's good, but if I'm not, that's bad. Doggone it. Get it? Dogs? That might be Debutante. Then again, it might be Debutante. Wait. Hit me with your best shot. Didn't hit me once. This one might be Debutante. Yes, hurt yourself. This one might be Debutante. Hiya! 2 more to go. This one, I think, is Debutante. I'm dead. I can use items, that's good. Full restore. Well, that was embarrassing. Shiny Furfrou! There it is! My first time actually seeing a shiny in the game. Oh, I'm hanging in there. Double knockout! Let's go! Rocky Helmet! Yeah! Perfection.
As of now, no one in Lumios can claim to love Furfrou as much as you, whattageek.
I'm sorry, I made the claim that this was the first shiny. No, we have definitely seen the shiny Marie near the start of the game. There was a whole side quest about that. Never mind.
Congratulations to our new Furfrou champion. Yes, congratulations. The stylist. Are you thinking what I'm thinking, Soigné? It feels like things are finally back to how they were, doesn't it? Indeed. I remember when the disaster 5 years ago forced Lumios' Furfrou trimming salon, Frisier Furfrou, to close up shop. It broke the heart of every Furfrou fan in Lumios. We feared we would never again be able to try out new trims for our beloved Furfrou. But then a savior came to our city. That's you? Myrte and her scyther were struggling to learn how to properly trim Furfrou. Not only did you assist them, but now you are also stand at the top of the Furfrou League. You truly are an inspiration to us all. Perhaps your achievements will even prompt the creation of new leagues to celebrate other Pokemon species.
The Kecleon League!
A Spupal League, maybe? Or a Binacle League? I hope you show us your love for Pokemon in each and every one of these new leagues that appear.
I'm not sure if all that will happen, but I do hope you'll stop by whenever you want to give your Furfrou a trim. Yay! Ooh, a gold bottle cap. That's cool. That was the side quest I was most worried about doing, to be honest, so I'm glad it's over. Let's get these held items out of here, back in my satchel, and we'll go back to roaming around trying to find a day where it's actually... Oh, we also got more, box spaces because I kept filling out my boxes. In that case, move these guys to the newest box. There we go. Need to find a day where it's actually raining so we can do that other side quest that's still in my to-do list. This one. Let it rain or let it pour. Let me just do a quick scan here. I think we're all caught up besides that one thing. Let's go to a bench and just keep finding, or keep looking for a rainy day. Wow, first reset, we actually do have a rainy day. Great. In that case, let's go on over there.
Let's battle while it's still raining. I'll show you what my Pokemon can do. Now my team's moves are all powered up. Water types and rain are the best combo. You'll see. Celestine.
Squirrel! Well, anyway. Hey, I know that thing. Bye. I wasn't expecting the weakness policy to be so good on Auroras.
But the rain was on my side. At least now it might hide my tears. Wow, I couldn't even win through though the rain gave my water-type team an advantage. Bet you noticed all my Pokemon know water-type moves, right? Well, water-type moves become more powerful in the rain. That's why I thought I could win. You know what else, though? Fire-type moves become weaker in the rain. It makes sense, really. Rain makes things wet, and wet things are tough to burn.
Yeah, that's how that works. Do you think I'm stupid? I think she might think I'm stupid. Okay, last check here. 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36, yada 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 yada. And the bottom one should be 116. No, it isn't. Did I do my math wrong? I did do my math wrong. Don't worry about it. If we had more side quests, it would keep going from there, but okay. No, we got them all. Great. Which means there's one last side quest thing there. That's part of the DLC, which also means the last thing I need to do before next episode is grind out the Infinite ZA Royale. Great. Time to rock it. Here I go. Shoot, are we up to this part already? Alright. I thought it was 20 matches, not 15.
Isn't the Infinite ZA Royale great? I haven't had a chance for an all-out match with you since we've fought to see who's the strongest Mega Evolution user. Watch me win!
I will be watching the opposite, actually. Let's rock. Start off nice and strong with a Hydro Pump. Maybe a little too strong. Drown Tawny while I'm at it. Get in here. Ah, she was ready for that. But am I ready for this? Evidently not. I'm back. Man, Draco Meteor has never been good, has it? Jeez. Not sending out Meganium as your last thing, huh? Wonder what that's supposed to mean. Come on. There we go. There she is!
Time to use the power of our bonds with everyone in Lumios and Mega Evolve.
Bigger flower. Lore implication, man. You're not the only one who can Mega Evolve, though. Oh, Light to Ruin! Alright. We're done here. Whoop! And it's hanging.
No wonder you're the strongest of us all. I'm really glad we met, you know. I couldn't have taken on the whole ZA Royale or protected Lumios if you hadn't been there.
Yeah, alright. Normally this is given to you by the receptionist. But we got extra plot immediately after her thing, so that explains why the receptionist didn't give it to us.
Tawny, can I have a word? Emma? Yeah, sure. Must be pretty important if you came to find me. Sorry, give us just a second, okay?
Well, what do I do?
I'm gonna go explore... Emma, you're sure? Alright. What do you... Come on, we need to make a stop at Quasartico HQ. It's all the way across town. Glances up.
No, that's not right, Tawny.
Hello. Thanks for coming, both of you. Just triple checking. Tawny, your jacket was a keepsake from your mom, right? Yeah, it was. Well, I found the person who gave it to your mom in the first place. That jacket was a gift from me.
Huh? Huh? Huh?
I'm sorry? Tawny, I'm quite sure that your mother was my daughter. Your mother worked to develop hologram technology, did she not? That's right. Your mother and I, we disagreed over the direction in which this company was moving. She left saying that she had her own research she wished to pursue. Yeah, she worked hard at that research, all while caring for me when I was just a kid. It was a lot for her to handle on her own. I think she ended up doing work for Team Flare, or maybe getting support from Lysander. It is true that your mother's research contributed to the invention of Team Flare's hologram devices. That very same research enabled us to develop our own holotech here at Quasartico Incorporated. Even though she chose to walk a separate path, still we find those points of intersection, X, Y, and Z axes intersecting, as it were. Life truly is curious at times. So Mom's hard work helped make the wild zones and everything possible, but she burned herself out doing all that. In the end, she had to go to some faraway region to try and rest. I see, and I suppose that is where she... retired. Yeah. I knew my mom had ties to Lumios, so I figured I'd find you, or someone who knew her, here. But of course our family was not originally from Lumios City. That's why it was a struggle to find any leads. Until I noticed that jacket. I couldn't be sure at first. It has certainly seen some hard days since I'd last seen it, and of course you've added some flair of your own. That's what prompted President Jet to enlist me to do some sleuthing for her, too. At that moment, it struck me. Because she recognized a jacket, and because Tawny was looking for someone with the jacket, or that's related to a jacket, I had to put 3 and 12 together, and eventually I got the right answer. 15 battles. What if President Jet and Tawny are related to, and searching for, one another? My daughter, your mother, Did she ever speak about me? She regretted never talking to you again after she left. And she said if I ever met you, I should tell you something. Even though you and she walked different paths, there was still so much you had in common. Noticing what you shared made her life feel fuller even after she left. Maybe especially after. If only I'd been less stubborn. If only I'd tried to reach back across that divide sooner. I think it's alright. She'd be glad to know her message reached you, at least. I must ask one thing of you, Tawny. I bear a responsibility for Quasartico Inc. choosing to conceal the truth about the tower's threat from the public for so long, and so I plan to step down as president. But the urban redevelopment plan must continue. We must make Lumiose City into a place that truly belongs to both people and Pokémon. Having some continuity in the project's leadership could help the transition go a little smoother. Perhaps if someone who had been helping already were to step into my shoes, someone who is already a leader in their own right. Wait, you're not saying what I think you're saying, are you? You want me to take over as CEO of Quasartico? No, I was talking about your friend over there. He has beaten you quite thoroughly several times. He's shown he's responsible. Me? Leading the whole company? I mean, I guess it makes some sense to keep it in the family, but... You know what? Alright. I doubt Mom would have wanted me to refuse. Besides, I'm like 12. I'm totally an adult. You understand why I have to do this, right? Yeah, I get it. Thank you so much. Hey, Floette? You were listening, right? I'm gonna be really busy for a while. I probably won't have time to be a good Pokemon trainer. So, you should do like AZ would have wanted. Help whattageek keep Lumiose safe. Thanks, Floette. Here, use this well, whattageek. Ta-da! Dark Marble. Whattageek, I'm so sorry to break up your team this way. It's alright. Even if we're apart for a little while, we'll always be Team MZ. I'll come give them the whole story later, but could you break the news to Lita and Naveen? I'll whip up an extra special croissant curry to make it up to all of you, I promise. Let's all keep doing what we can to make Lumiose the best place it can be.
The infinite ZA Royale. Turns out it's finite. Or at least for what we are using it for. Yay, we got Floette! Finally, I'm done with the ZA Royale. Jeez. Alright, so next time we are going to do the legendary stuff. The one that gives and the one that takes. We'll start at the Pokemon Research Lab, and then go to Team Flare afterwards. And then after that, maybe there's going to be a little bit more involving the third legendary of the trio. Maybe, maybe, maybe not. We'll see. Thanks for watching. See you guys next time.